Internal Complaints Committee under POSH. The law provides that an organization that has 10 or more employees must constitute an internal committee, IC, to receive and redress complaints of sexual harassment at the workplace. Who can file the complaint to the Internal Complaints Committee? As per the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Rules, 2013, in case the aggrieved woman is unable to make a complaint on account of her physical incapacity, a complaint may be filed inter alia by her relative or friend or her co-worker. What is an IC? An IC, as the name suggests, is an internal committee of a workplace that receives and redresses complaints of sexual harassment. It is required to consist of a minimum of 4 members. 1. A presiding officer has to be a woman employed at a senior level in the workplace. She has to be from amongst the employees. 2. 2 members from amongst employees. The law says that for these 2 members, employers should prefer to have employees who are committed to the cause of women or who have had experience in social work or have legal knowledge. 3. 1 member from amongst non-governmental organizations or associations committed to the cause of women or a person familiar with the issues relating to sexual harassment, external member. The law also states that at least half of the total members of the IC should be women. Who can be an external member? Anyone from amongst NGOs or associations that are committed to the cause of women or a person familiar with the issues relating to sexual harassment. Is there any fee for the external member? Yes, the external member appointed from amongst the NGOs or associations is entitled to an allowance by the employer of 200 rupees per day for holding the proceedings of the IC and also the reimbursement of travel costs. How to constitute an IC? Every employer of a workplace has to constitute an IC by an order in writing. Is there a term for the IC? Yes. All the IC members can hold office for 3 years. Can an IC member be removed before the completion of the term? Yes, the law provides for certain situations in which an IC member can be removed from the IC before the completion of the term. The vacancy has to be refilled in accordance with provisions of the law. What is the last date for filing the annual report to the district officer? The last date of submission of such an annual report to the district officer is 31st January of every year for the preceding calendar year. Filing POSH Annual Report. The POSH Act, 2013 has imposed on the employer of every organization the responsibility to ensure absolute compliance with the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Law. Punishment with a fine of up to 50,000 rupees, 50,000, can be imposed on the employer if there is no internal committee constituted at the workplace, or if the employer has not taken action after the internal committee IC has made its recommendations, or the annual report has not been submitted, or if the employer has contravened or attempted to contravene the mandatory provisions of the POSH Act. Contents of the annual report. The following details are required to be included in the annual report. Number of complaints of sexual harassment received in the year. Number of complaints disposed of during the year. Number of cases pending for more than 90 days. Number of workshops or awareness programs against sexual harassment carried out. Nature of action taken by the employer. Mandate on the internal committee. As per Section 21 of the POSH Act, 2013, the internal committee IC shall, in each calendar year, prepare and submit an annual report to the employer and district officer. Mandate on the employer. The employer must ensure that the annual report incorporates all necessary information, including the number of cases filed and their disposal. That the annual report is duly filed with the district officer. As stated above, in case of non-compliance, a penalty of Rs. 50,000 can be imposed on the employer. Ensuring confidentiality. The identities of the parties involved and details of the complaint and inquiry/conciliation are considered confidential under the provisions of the POSH Act and are to be protected at all times. Thus, the annual report must in no way reveal any details that lead to the identification of the aggrieved woman, the witnesses or the respondent, against whom the complaint is filed.